Hey guys, this is Martin from howtomakemobilegames.com on January the 30th, 2015.
500 meters ahead, please pay attention.
Just getting this down here. God. Sorry, I'm driving through a lot of traffic at the moment, and this is my second video whilst I've been on this journey. It seems to be taking a lot longer than what I thought. Traveling from Guangzhou back to the town where I live. So I'll turn this on, hopefully you can see me a little. And this video anyway is about diversification or specialization in business, okay? So, and I'm trying to figure out where the hell I need to go. Sorry guys, oh my God. Sometimes this GPS is terrible. I can't figure out which way I'm supposed to go until like the very last second. Anyway, specialization or diversification in business. What I mean exactly is I always wonder about whether I should also be delving into other areas of business and not just in games or apps, but I mean things like stuff that I am interested in, like opening up a coffee bar or being a stock trader or buying and selling gold online, like these kind of things, or even completely other separate businesses. So I often wonder whether I should be doing this or not. Oh my god, Jesus, yeah, the last second it tells me that I gotta take a right. I just crossed all over the fucking chevron on the road. Flipping heck. Oh my god, in fact, this is not a good video, guys. I'm trying to figure out where I'm supposed to be driving right now. Okay, there we go. I got it. I'm not familiar with these roads too well, you see. I know where I live, but the area, you know, the roads around my area, but I'm kind of like out in the sticks here. Thank God for GPS anyway. So yeah, I always wonder, you know, should I, you know, diversify into different areas of business and you know, do different things and get investment to open up, like I said, like a coffee bar. I always wanted to open a coffee bar, try different things. The reason that I'm wondering that is because I watch a lot of sort of success videos on YouTube and like the stories of like the recent one that I watched was Mark Cuban. I also watched this other guy who was like a serial entrepreneur, and he had opened like 50 businesses, and you know, he obviously not all of them are successful, but he was wealthy and he was doing good. Another example would be Donald Trump. I believe owns like 50 businesses or something like that. So a lot of diversification. Even though he focuses on real estate, I believe, in his day-to-day job. So, you know, and that diversifying or specializing on mobile games and really focusing on being great at mobile games. It's sort of like the dance that I have in my head sometimes about whether I should or shouldn't. And my gut sort of tells me that be great at one thing, you know, be successful at that one thing, be awesome at it. If you're gonna make games, be great at making games and build a great company that makes great products that people love to play. That's what my instinct tells me, because at the moment, in terms of time, I don't have a lot of time to do anything else really. My focus is on building Cobble Play and building PandaTap games, and those two things are really like a full-time endeavor for me. Maybe once they're super successful and everything's great and I have a great system in place with an awesome team, then I can move on to looking in different areas. So that's what I'm always wondering. Like I said, my gut tells me to be specialized, really specialized. Don't be a generalist, be a specialist in a certain area. Know what makes money in your industry. Now, at the moment, we're not super successful or anything, but we're learning. And the second thing is that I know that mobile games, the industry is large and it's growing. So it's not a problem of, oh, there's no money in this industry or nobody likes mobile games. No, it's growing. The smartphone industry is growing. The adoption of mobile games and the gaming culture is growing as well. Because, you know, if you take, for example, like my parents' generation, they weren't really gamers, so they don't play a lot of mobile games. But my generation, kids of the 80s and 90s, and especially the kids of the the noughties now, you know, and even babies, they're growing up with mobile games. So in the future, you know, there's just going to be more mobile gamers, people with smart devices, whatever that may be, like 30 years in the future. So the audience is growing, that's not a problem. But should I diversify? Should I try to also get investment to do something else as well without it sacrificing my time? And that's a very difficult thing at the moment, because really my time is like ultra tight. I couldn't really do anything else at the moment. But if I did have the time, is that something that I should do? Or is it something that entrepreneurs in general should do? Now, like I said, I gave some examples of like Mark Cuban. Now, he had multiple businesses, but I think what he did is he focused on one business until he got an exit, he sold the company, or he got big investment, and then he moved on to his next thing. It wasn't like he was doing like 10 different companies, you know. But maybe he passively invested in other companies, which is what I think a lot of people do. So for example, right now, I'm just putting some money away each month to invest in companies through my bank, like a stock market investment. And I don't have to spend any time on that. I just do a little bit of research on mutual funds, index funds, and then I invest in that. So next road, this one. Yeah, looks like it. Okay. So, but on the other hand, you know, there's guys like Steve Jobs and, you know, Bill Gates and what's his name? Ross Perot, I think his name was, who opened, I can't remember the name of the company, but it was a very, very successful company in like the 60s or 70s, which dealt with mainframe maintenance of computer systems, and he sold his company and became a billionaire. Sam Walton, I think his name was, the founder of Walmart, focused 100%, 110% of his time building Walmart. That's all he did. He didn't diversify into other companies. Bill Gates the same, focusing on Microsoft, and he might have had shares in different companies, but he was pretty much, that's what he was doing full time, from what I believe. Steve Jobs the same, I believe, with Apple as well, even though I know he later went on to build Next, which was a high-end PC manufacturing company, but that was after he got let go from Apple. But then when he came back to Apple and then he was just focused on Apple. I don't know how involved he was with Pixar, but he wasn't like, you know, building a coffee shop and building a car retailer and, you know, building grocery stores or fast food restaurants. You know, he was focused in his area, specialization. My gut tells me that is what I should do, but I should also diversify within that business. You know what I mean? So don't, in the specific to our case, like we build games on Android and iOS, don't just focus on iOS, don't just focus on Android, and don't just focus on one app store or one game. Spread out that risk and make sure you have a good system. So specialization, but diversification within that business. So the question is really, what do you guys think? What are your thoughts on this? Because I'd really like to know the how to be wealthy, how to be financially independent, and how to be rich formula is something that I'm trying to figure out and trying to grow and slowly beginning to understand. The first step, I believe, is building a business. It's very, very difficult to grow financially independent if you are working for another company that just does you on a set salary. So, but I'm trying to figure this out, and I'm curious what you guys think. If you're into like watching success videos like I am, or reading about the you know, famous entrepreneurs who built up amazing companies and went public and sold them for billions. It'd be great to get your ideas as well, guys. Or if there's any billionaires or millionaires watching this video, it would be awesome, very, very awesome to know just what you did exactly. You know, was you in the stock market? Was it just retail? Was it a bit of both? You know, what did you do? So, but the success formula, diversification or specialization. My gut tells me specialization, but diversification within that specialization, as I just described. So anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. I just wanted to have a chat about it because it is something that, like I said, that question bounces around my head sort of every single day, in a good way, not in a driving me crazy way. But anyway, guys, please like, please subscribe. Thank you so much for all the support. If you're on YouTube at the moment, I'm not responding to comments, but I am responding to all comments on the howtomakemobilegames.com website, which is where I'll post this video under my developer diary and blog section. And I'm far more active on there. So on YouTube, it's just because of time, I'm not able to respond. So, but yeah, please like, guys. Please hit that like button. Please subscribe. Thank you so much for the support. And have a great weekend, everyone. Bye-bye.
Right vehicle intersection ahead.